Okay, here we have an example. Now we've learned the derivative formulas a lot, so we're going to use them in our question. Find the equation of tangent line to the curve at the given point. The point is given. As I've said earlier, for any line, we need two things. We need point, which is given in this case. So x1 is 0, y1 is 0. And we need slope. In this case, it's of the tangent line. Slope of the tangent line is given by the derivative at that point. So our first goal then is to find the derivative. So dy by dx. What is y? Sine x by cos plus cosine x. Derivative of sine is cosine x plus derivative of cosine is negative sine x. That's why there is negative. So with the slope, we need to put x1 value in here. So slope is equal to, we'll write it as m basically. Cosine of x value is 0 minus sine of 0. X value is 0. M is cosine 0 is 1 minus 0, which is 1. So we found slope and the point. Now we need to write equation. Equation formula for any line. Equation of any line can be written as y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So let's use all the information we know. Y minus y1 is 0 equal to m is 1 times x minus x1 is 0. So y is equal to 1 times x minus 0. This is the equation of the tangent at the given point to this curve. Let's look at this next problem. For what values of x does this graph have horizontal tangent? Now, horizontal tangent means that slope of the tangent should be equal to 0. That means the derivative at that point should be equal to 0 because slope of the tangent is the derivative of the function. So to find this, we need to solve this equation. To solving that, first step would be to actually find the derivative of the function. Function is x plus 2 sine x. X's derivative is 1 plus 2. Sine x's derivative is cosine x. We want to solve the equation when dy by dx equals 0. That means 1 plus 2 cosine x is 0. How do you solve that equation? You subtract 1 on both sides. 2 cosine x is 0 minus 1, negative 1. We divide by 2 on both sides. We will get cosine x is equal to negative half. Now, when is cosine negative half? Cosine is negative in the second quadrant. So x should be 2 pi by 3 and cosine is negative in the third quadrant. So x should be equal to 4 pi by 3. Now cosine is a periodic function. So every time we have 2 pi by 3 plus any multiple of 2 pi. So 2n pi or 4 pi by 3 plus any multiple of 2 pi. So all these will be your answers where n is any integer. So this question does not have one answer. This has multiple answers because cosine is a periodic function. It takes negative half value multiple times. So we found the generic first unit circle values and then we make it periodic by adding 2n pi. Next question is where this function has horizontal tangent. Again, the horizontal tangent means the slope of the tangent should be equal to 0. Slope of the tangent means we need to solve this equation where the derivative is 0. Before even we get there, we need to be able to first find the derivative of the function. Now, what kind of function is this? This is quotient. So we do need to remember the quotient rule. If y is f by g, dy by dx is denominator square, numerator's derivative times denominator minus numerator as is times derivative of the denominator. That's quotient rule. We can apply that. 2 plus sine x whole square, derivative of numerator times denominator as is minus numerator as is times the derivative of denominator. Okay. Derivative of cosine is negative sine x. Derivative of 2 is 0. Derivative of sine x is cosine x. We just need to simplify it a little bit. This sine has to be distributed inside. Negative 2 sine x, negative sine square x. This cosine times cosine is also cosine square x. Negative 2 sine x out of these next two terms, negative factors out. What's left inside? Sine square x plus cosine square x. Divide the whole thing by 2 plus sine x whole square. Do you guys notice what this is? Let's write down the formula on the side. Sine square x plus cosine square x from your pre-calc class should always be equal to 1. So let's write that. Negative 2 sine x minus this whole thing is just 1. 2 plus sine x whole square. Now this is our derivative by dx. The question, let's read question one more time. We have found the derivative, but was the question to find the derivative? Not really. The question was to find the points where the horizontal tangent, and horizontal tangent is where derivative is 0. So we basically need to solve this equation dy by dx 0. That means basically we need to solve this equal to 0. This is a fraction. When is a fraction 0? Denominator should not be 0. The fraction will become 0 if the numerator is 0, because 0 divided by anything non-zero is 0. So we basically need to solve this. What are we going to do? We're going to add 1 on both sides. We will have negative 2 sine x is equal to 1. We're going to divide by negative 2 on both sides. So we will have sine x is equal to negative half. Now let's see, where is sine x negative half? Sine x is negative half when x is equal to, sine is negative in the third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So sine will be negative at in the third and fourth quadrant with reference angle pi by 6. So 7 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. And sine is a periodic function. So your final answer to this question should be 7 pi by 6 plus 2n pi, and x can also be 11 pi by 6 plus 2n pi, where n is any integer. Okay, let's see that practice helps. We needed to find the points where the tangent is horizontal. Tangent is horizontal if the derivative is 0. So I try to find the derivative, then I put derivative equal to 0, solved it, and got my answer.